Hello, this video is a set of instructions for annotating an iPad book for teachers and students. So here are the steps we're going to follow today as we annotate a book. We'll start by opening our book in the Safari app. Safari looks like this, and at this point your teacher should have given you a book to read. If you're doing this with me when I've made this video, we're going to be practicing annotating the book Giant Squid. If you don't have that book, your teacher can give it to you now, or if you want to use that book in particular, I have a link that you can type into your iPad. Okay, I'm showing it on the screen right now. It's shorturl.at/nymw6. If somebody in the class needs the book Giant Squids, the teacher can pause the video and you can use that link to get there. But if we're all there, then we're going to go to the next step. We opened our book in Safari. Now we're going to download our book to PDF Expert. The PDF Expert icon looks like this. Here's my copy. Take a moment now and check that you have that app on your iPad. If you don't, you will need to find the Manager app and download it onto your iPad. Pause the video now and make sure that everybody's got the PDF Expert app. Okay, if everyone has it, great. If not, then someone should look on with somebody else so that we can continue. Okay, so we're going back to Safari and we're going to download this into PDF Expert. To do that, we need to, if your screen is like mine and there's no bar up here, or if your bar just says Google Drive open, then you need to tap on the screen. And just tap around until you see this toolbar show up. And then you're going to press the download button. It might be a down arrow that you'll see here, or if you're like me and the down arrow is missing, you can press the three-dot menu and find it here. Either way, what we're looking for is the download button. Find it and press it now. Okay, pause the video until everybody's got a downloaded version. It should just open in a new tab like this. Once everyone's got this, I want you to press the share button. And I want you to open it in PDF Expert. So you'll have a list of apps that you can use. And I want you to press the red PDF Expert button. Okay, let's pause the video one more time and make sure that everybody who can has gotten to this point. You should see your book open in PDF Expert, and you should be able to scroll through the pages like this. And now we're just going to go through the different tools that you can use to help you annotate. So let's start with the text tool. If I want to write directly on Giant Squid, and I want to be able to see what I wrote on the page, I can press the little T button, the text tool, and I can type. What does this mean? Okay, but I'm noticing that my text overlaps the text, so I can do a couple of things. I can press the plus or minus buttons to make the text bigger or smaller. So the other thing about the text tool is once you've written it, you might want to get rid of it or move it. So how do I do that? I'm going to go over to the text tool and I'm going to double tap. I'm going to double tap. It's going to let me type again if I want to. If I single tap it, then I can move it. That includes making it bigger or smaller. So So once again, double tap to type again, single tap to move. Try writing some text on your Creature of Colossal Size page, or the first page of whatever book that you're looking at. So, we use the text tool. Now we're going to go use the marker tool. The marker tool is very straightforward. It's right here. You tap on it. It'll let you change the color here if you would like. Might be nice to have a red marker instead of a black marker when you're working with black text. And it will also let you change the size if you want to have a thick marker or a thin marker. This would be a good tool to use for your annotations. In our class, we're learning to circle words we don't know, write exclamation points for things that seem important, write question marks for things we have questions about, and so on. Take a moment and use the marker tool. Our next tool is the highlighter tool. Your highlighter is right next to the marker. Just like the marker, you can press the circle to change the color or the size. I'm going to stick with a yellow highlighter. Highlighters are nice when a teacher tells you something in a book is really important and you want to remember it, or there's something that you want to use as evidence in a piece of writing that you're writing and you want to be able to see it. Go ahead and use your highlighter tool now. Two more tools. Next, let's use the eraser tool. I'm going to use the eraser to erase all of the notes that I've just made. You can use this little dot to make the eraser bigger or smaller. Go ahead and erase the annotations that you've made, unless it's something that you genuinely want to keep. Our last tool is the note tool. Let's say I want to write a note on my page, but I don't want it to be visible. I might want to put it in a little yellow sticky note. So, if you would like to do that, press this, press where you'd like to insert a note, and you can write a whole long little paragraph or sentence here. This is not a very good note to write. It's not related to the text, but it's an example. Notice that when I tap outside of it, it's just here, and I can move it around to point at the thing I wanted to remember to write a note about. Later, if I want to read my note, I can tap it. If I want to get rid of it, I can tap it and press the delete button. Those are all the tools that you can use in Easy PDF to mark up your books. If you want to leave this book and see other books that you've saved, you can press the back arrow. And if you've saved other books and opened them in Easy PDF, then they will appear here. That's all for now.